Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry I'm late.
Uh, well, spot on. Is it still 9:16?
Yeah, I had to have a wee.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that in a moment.
Okay, great. So, that particular wee or
Not
weeing in general?
in general.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So remember, bear that in mind.
I will. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, straight. We're a week late, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We couldn't get our acts together, could we, to get it
But
done?
you were too busy, weren't you, last weekend?
Oh, I see where this
I
is
was
going.
too busy early the following week.
Yeah. Yeah. Too much going on.
I wasn't really too busy. I just didn't want to feel left out.
Okay. Left out of what?
Well, being busy.
Oh, I see. Well, you made some stuff up.
No, I was busy, but I know. I mean, it's kind of rare, isn't it, for me to be busy?
Well, it's rare for us both to be busy at the same time, perhaps.
Yeah, I think it's less rare for you to be busy.
Oh, okay.
I think you've got more friends.
Is that what it boils down to?
I think so, yeah.
Well, we'll crack on then, shall we?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah. Because you're busy. You've got lots of stuff to do after this.
Well, I've got to put the washing out after this.
Have you? Yeah.
And I'll have to stretch and fold the bread. And
Stretch and what? Fold it.
Stretch and fold it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not
You know, I mean, you're familiar with bread making terms, aren't you?
No, I'm not. That's why I was quizzing. I was looking at you quizzically. I didn't understand what you were saying.
And then I'd quite like to have a look at some of the Australia-India Women's World Cup cricket as well.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because they're the two titans of the world game.
Are they?
I know England like to think they're in there, but
Yeah.
I don't think they are really.
Okay. Again, I'll bow to your superior knowledge in that particular area.
Right.
I probably won't be watching, but
No. Well, judging by all the half-empty stadiums, there aren't a lot of people watching.
no, right. Oh, okay. It's in
Yeah.
its infancy. It's growing.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing though, really, when you think. I mean, it's just cricket. It's just the same as the men's game. It's just women playing it. I don't see what the difference is really, but there we go.
No,
Let's not fall down a rabbit hole on the merits of women's sport.
No, we won't. But I think you and I really enjoyed the cricket when we went to see the 100, and
Yeah,
we
it was
watched
good.
the women's game first, and that was just as entertaining, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, what we're talking about today is body doubling.
Nice. Is that like body popping?
But it's not like body, but that was all the rage, wasn't it, in the sort of early
When we
80s?
were growing up, wasn't it? 80s, are we saying? Body
Yeah.
popping?
Yeah. It was a bit like break dancing and all that sort of thing,
I
wasn't
think
it?
so. I imagine they're probably related, breakdancing and body popping.
Yeah.
Did you ever get into breakdancing?
I didn't know. No, I was a bit too. I used to enjoy watching people. You remember down in the town centre, people would just throw a bit of large square of cardboard down, and away they went, spinning.
Yeah,
on
they were
their
throwing
heads.
some shapes, weren't they?
They were. Loads of shapes. And
You definitely wouldn't be able to do it now with your knees, would you?
I wouldn't be able to get down on the cardboard to begin with. No. What's that?
Just getting the cardboard down would be a trial, wouldn't it?
Anyway,
Yeah,
this
anyway.
is a serious subject, and we're dragging it through the gutter somewhat, aren't we? Already.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I think I'm reasonably familiar with body doubling, but we'll find out whether I am.
We will, but I suspect this was it came into your sphere of knowledge way before it did for me, because it's only something recently that I found out about. I mean, when I was first introduced to the phrase, my immediate thoughts went to the sort of body doubling that they have in films, where someone body doubles for
Stuntman,
someone else.
stunt double.
A stunt double, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Who'd be your stunt double if you were in a film? Do you think?
Who would be my stunt
Yeah,
double?
who would be your stunt double? I mean, people must have said to you in the past, "Oh, you look like such and such."
Yeah, well, yeah, rather in a rather derogatory fashion. I'm not sure I can share it with you, but I will. But I will do. I will do.
Go on then.
There's someone at the rehab where I work. One of the residents. He said I look like, and you may not know who this is initially, but I look like in the film Ghost. There's a man on the train that says "Get off my train."
Gosh, that's a bit niche, isn't
It
it?
is a bit niche, yeah. But for some time afterwards, whenever I walked in the room, I heard these "Get off my train" shouted out from across the room.
So you didn't have, there weren't people sort of breaking out into a spontaneous chorus of the Righteous Brothers or whatever they were called. What were they called? Who did that? Who sang that song with the famous potter's wheel scene? Was that?
Was it? Yeah.
I think it was the Righteous Brothers, was it?
Yeah.
I know it was someone I didn't like anyway.
Was it? Okay, yeah. Well, that really doesn't narrow the field down very much.
No, that's a bit disappointing. I was hoping that someone would have come up with someone that we could all identify with and laugh about.
And laugh at. Paul Mariner, who used to play for Ipswich in England. I used to look like him back in the 70s and 80s.
Back in the day?
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, he's got more hair than you, though, didn't he?
He did. He probably hasn't now. I think he's passed away now, Paul.
Yeah, I think he's died, yeah.
Yeah,
you're more Harry Hill than Paul Mariner these days. Well, when I was younger, the two people the people you say I look like were Hugh Laurie and Fred Astaire.
Okay, that's a
love
combo.
child of Hugh Laurie and Fred Astaire.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a dangerous combo, really. But
yeah,
funny, but good at dancing.
Yeah,
which is
I'm not, I think I'd be more like
those.
Stephen Fry at dancing. Anyway, have we got?
Oh, I don't know.
Way down here. Oh, yeah, we were talking about
body doubling.
Definition of body doubling. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I was that familiar with the phrase, but I think there are probably other ways in which you could describe the same thing, aren't there?
Yeah, there are. And
anyway,
we'll get on to that. But before we start, in fact, just talking about body doubling, when I was doing a bit of research into this, it did come up about body doubles in films who had been killed. I mean, it seems to be
you mean being a body double?
Yeah, and they get killed on set and stuff. Yeah, there was one. They were filming. There was a film called Shark. It was released in 1969.
What was it about?
It was probably about. I don't know. I don't know where we go with that. It's obscure.
It's about vacuum cleaners.
Apparently, this double had jumped into the water and he was mauled to death by a shark who had been improperly sedated. I mean, they were taking risks, weren't they?
Yeah, if you're going to sedate a shark, you want to do it properly, don't you?
You've got to get it about right, haven't you?
I reckon that's one of those jobs you've got to get spot on.
I've not tried it myself, but I can imagine it's quite tricky.
Oh, dear. Oh, that's unfortunate. Any other high-profile body double deaths?
There were others on this list that came up, but I just thought I'd take one off just because.
Yeah, okay. Well, you've probably taken the best one off, so we should probably leave it there.
I think so. Yeah, leave on a high.
Yeah.
But there was a good headline that I came across, not to do with body doubling, but there was a headline that said, "Angry squirrel puts 2 people in hospital." Now,
I should get Nelly in for this one. She'd like this one. She loves a squirrel.
Does she chases them away?
Oh God, she absolutely loves them. Yeah.
Well, that would have put her to very good use in California, where this happened then, because it attacked 5 people apparently, and only 2 went to hospital. So
Wow. Well, did it drop on them from out of a tree?
No. Apparently, it leapt up from the ground, leapt up from the ground onto their legs,
faces.
Yeah. And in fact, they had to put out sort of lookout posters up around the area.
Wow, watch out. Have you seen this squirrel? That sort of thing.
Angry squirrel flying about, yeah.
Bloody hell. Well, I wonder what upset it.
I don't know. It's just had anger issues, didn't it?
Perhaps someone was stealing its nuts.
Something was going on.
Or the acorns or something. Do they eat acorns? I'm not sure if they do.
I don't know.
No, we've got a tree. I've got a tree out the front here. And it's always full of squirrels, which is why Nellie spends most of her time in the autumn standing at the window staring at it.
Yeah.
But hopefully there's no angry squirrels in there, because if there are, I might put a bike helmet on later on when I go outside.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Well, it attacks the face, so it'd have to be one of those full face.
Okay, so like perhaps a cricket helmet.
Yeah, with a guard on it. Yeah.
Or like the headgear for a suit of armour.
That's it.
I haven't got one of those though, so it's going to be tricky.
Not to hand, no.
All right, I'll go out with my hands over my face like that.
That might do it, but you scratch your hands. It just got a bit scratchy. That was all.
What happened to him in the end? Don't tell me he was killed.
Oh, they don't know. No, just been back. Yeah.
Oh, he calmed down and disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there was a squirrel around here. There's quite a lot of squirrels around here in the trees outside my window, and there used to be an albino one, but he seems to have disappeared. So maybe he's gone to squirrel heaven or whatever.
Well, he might have gone into show business.
He might have gone to California.
Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps he shacked up with the angry squirrel.
He's body doubling him to try and get him over his anger issues.
Yeah, well, it'd be difficult to body double an albino squirrel, wouldn't it?
It would be.
You can imagine the casting, couldn't you? The 15th grey squirrel. No. Next.
Oh. Anyway. Where did we get to? Oh, there was something else. And we're taking a long time to get onto the actual meat of this.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
But there was another little story that I liked. They've apparently introduced public toilets in China.
Yeah.
Where you have to watch an advert before it dispenses toilet paper. Yeah, I know. I mean, this is taking commercialisation to another level, isn't it? I mean,
so you can get into the cubicle.
You can get into the cubicle.
Do whatever you need to do, but then before you get any paper, you've got to watch an advert.
Yeah, you have to scan a QR code on your phone.
Right.
And after you've watched the advert, it sends out a few squares of paper.
Wow.
They say it's to stop waste, but obviously they're getting paid for these adverts to be run. And apparently you can pay as well. There is an option that you can pay to. It's a bit like subscribing to YouTube or something, as you can get rid of the adverts.
Yeah. So I suppose if you need more paper, then you'd have to you scan the QR code again and watch another advert.
Watch another advert.
You could be in there for hours, couldn't you?
Oh, especially if you've
got a nasty dose of the shits.
Well, it's quite. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer than normal to get the nipsy clean, doesn't it? You want to make sure. You might have to watch a lot of adverts before that gets satisfied. Yes. So anyway,
I think if I were travelling to China, I think I'd probably take some toilet paper in my bag.
Yeah, that'd be
when I was going out.
Yeah,
that's what people do, isn't it?
It is really, or take some local currency, so that you could
wipe your bum on that.
Well, not that, but you could have a coin, so you can pay rather than.
Right. Yeah, but you're one of the few people these days who still carries currency. Most of us don't.
Yeah, actually, I didn't research that further. Maybe you just had to pay via your phone as well.
You must do. I mean, so many places you go now, they won't even take cash, will they?
No, they won't. No.
I went to the Leeds Cliff Hall on Thursday. No cash. It's a cashless venue.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I've been there for a little while. But,
Which always seemed a bit incongruous to me because as a venue, it looks like it's still in the 1950s.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And yet you can't use cash to pay. It looks like you've gone back in time, but that doesn't include the way that you buy your comestibles.
It's a bit like the past meeting the present, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, it is. Yeah, a collision.
A bit like the graffiti on the walls of Canterbury Cathedral.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what did you think about that?
Well, I quite liked it. I quite liked the jokes.
I thought you probably would. I thought it was quite funny, that article, because it was talking about people who were up in arms about it, said it was sacrilegious and everything.
Yeah.
And the comments from the representatives of Canterbury Cathedral were basically, their subtext was, "Oh, just calm down a bit,
please." Well, it's temporary, It's just something that that'll go after a while, and it's just it helps people to engage.
It does. Yeah,
I'm all in favour of that.
Yeah, good. Anyway,
body doubling.
Yeah, let's get on with it, shall we?
So it's a productivity technique. Where an individual works alongside another person to help improve their focus and their motivation and their task completion.
Yeah.
And particularly for those with ADHD or other sort of executive function challenges. Mm-hmm. But I think the important point is that the body double doesn't need to actively participate in the tasks, but provides accountability and a sort of a calming, encouraging presence. Either
having a permanent coach on your shoulder.
Yeah, and that can be either in person or virtually, and we'll come back to that. Because we use it quite a lot in where I work in.
Well, I was interested to hear about this because when I thought about body doubling, and you said it's very relevant to the recovery community, I couldn't immediately work out in what way. I mean, I could see broad general ways in which it would help, but I'm interested to hear about how you use it.
We use it often. It's most prevalent when people first come into the rehab and they're coming in with a whole stack of issues. Mm-hmm. some of which are things like financial issues. A lot of them come
Yep.
from debt and that sort of thing. And so you sit with them whilst they sort this out, while they phone the various people, and you can
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you
All
can
right.
help them through that sort of thing. And straightforward other stuff like tidying their rooms, etc., making sure they're living in a nice space.
Yeah.
So you can sort of stand and help and encourage them along in doing that.
So you're kind of helping someone move from a state of chaos
Yeah,
into a little bit more order just by your presence and encouragement
Yeah.
and your affirmation and validation.
Absolutely.
Okay, nice.
Absolutely. And you have to fight your own temptation just to take over in some cases.
Yeah.
But obviously that doesn't do any long-term good, does it?
No, because they're still not learning to do it themselves.
Exactly. It's exactly. It's like giving a fish to a man, isn't it, rather than the fishing rod?
Yeah, I was going to use that allegory, but I couldn't remember it, so I didn't.
No, I could have expanded it further, but I won't. We're running out of time. So there's 4 sort of points as to how this works. And this come up in my research, and I know you will have some relevant input on this, I'm sure.
Well,
so the first point,
shall we?
I'll crack on and see how you do. But the first point was presence and accountability.
Yeah.
So there's a subtle way of someone being there just to help them through, and it uses the word subtle pressure. But I think it's important not to apply pressure, really, isn't it? It's just.
I suppose the pressure, in a way, comes from we know that. I mean, we talked about this, I think, when we talked about procrastination.
Yeah.
If you feel in some way as if you have a responsibility to someone else, you're more likely to do something.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if you tell someone I'm going to finish this by such and such a date, you're more likely to do it than if you just tell yourself. So I suppose, in terms of body doubling, if someone is there with you while you're, I don't know, filling in your tax return, for example,
Yeah.
you're more likely to do it because it will feel awkward and embarrassing and probably a bit shameful if you say, "Oh, sod it, I'm not going to bother finishing it," when there's someone sitting there, right?
Yeah, and I think that can be sort of summed up in the word accountability, can't it?
Yeah. So it's not. So the pressure really is. That point is about the pressure coming from within, isn't it? It's the pressure you apply to yourself because you're in someone else's presence.
Yeah, absolutely. The second point was social facilitation. This concept of body doubling draws from social facilitation, which is a psychological principle, apparently, that suggests people's performance improves in the presence of others.
Yeah, and I imagine that's probably true for the majority of people. I'm not sure everybody feels like that.
No.
I mean, my immediate thought when I knew we were going to talk about body doubling was it isn't something that would work for me.
No.
It would probably negatively impact my productivity because I'd be irritated by the presence of someone while I'm trying to do something.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it's true that for the majority of people, the presence of someone else is helpful. I mean, you may be coming on to talk about this, but I can remember times when my daughter would, if she had a long piece of work to do when she was at uni, she would join up with someone else by video, by Zoom or something.
Yeah.
And they'd sit just with their screen, like we are, sit with their screens, working quietly on stuff separately, but just knowing that they were in the vicinity of someone else.
Which I'll come on to later on, the examples of body doubling. So that's a really good
All right, well, forget I ever said that then.
No, don't, because it's a living example, so that it works very well. The third point of these 4 points of how it works is emotional regulation. Mm-hmm. So the body double can provide a sort of a calming presence, which helps with the emotional regulation.
Yes.
Especially when a task feels overwhelming or causes anxiety.
I think that's the key, isn't it? It's like it's the likelihood that the presence of someone else will be able to calm you down a little bit.
Yeah.
If you start to feel as if you it's too much. I imagine this must happen quite a lot in early recovery, when people feel like it's just, I can't do all this. It's just too much. I can't get my hands on it. And, and someone else who's kind of walked that part of, I almost said journey there.
You did, didn't you?
That path previously is able to say, it's okay. We all feel like this at this point. You'll get through this. It'll be okay. And I imagine for that sort of situation, that must be incredibly helpful. Is that the sort of way it works?
Exactly how it works. And I suppose it's a backbone, really, of peer support in many ways.
Yeah.
It comes along those lines. Sometimes I don't know if you can have body trebling or body quadrupling, if that works the same.
Well, you can, can't you? I mean, there's if you've got a group of people and they're all modelling behaviour to you that can be helpful, useful, stabilising, then I don't see why you can't.
No, I don't know. It's just something I thought of as we were speaking. But I suppose that would work in the same way. And the fourth point was the psychological reward. So simply being able to sort of report your achievement to your body double and see it unfold in front of them, it gives a sense of reward, doesn't it, and satisfaction.
Well, that's like a kind of living to-do list, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's like when you've got a to-do list and you can check something off. That feels quite good.
It does, yeah.
But there's something perhaps additional that you gain by being able to say to someone else, "Right, I've done that now." Yeah. And them saying to you, well done. We've only got 207 items left on the list now."
That may be put a bit of a dampener on the occasion, but
well, you should never have more than 3 things on your to-do list.
Should you not? Oh, okay.
No.
All right. That's a good tip. Good bit of advice on that. No more than 3.
You can have a master to-do list with as many as you like on it.
Okay.
But when you start off in the morning with your to-do list, you should never have more than 3 items. And once you've done those 3 items, if you have done them, then you can put another one on. But if you start with any more than 3, it becomes overwhelming, and you're more likely to get to that point where you think, "Oh, it's too much. I'm not going to do any of it." Which is I suppose, in a sense, the same sort of thing as we're talking about here. One of the benefits of body doubling is that you don't reach the point where you feel so overwhelmed you can't carry on.
Yeah. That's a good point, because I remember my cousin, she used to have this to-do list for her husband to get involved in, right? And there's some quite major stuff on there, but it sat on the chalkboard, sort of in the kitchen. And if you did one and crossed it off, another 2 would suddenly appear. I could see how demotivational it was just by the sheer size and the
exactly. It's like anything. If you're facing something and you feel like you can't see a way to get to the end of it, that doesn't increase your motivation. It will shatter your motivation. Whereas if you've given yourself something that feels achievable and you see your way through to completing it, then you're probably gonna have the enthusiasm to add something else, and you'll get more done, basically. Yeah,
absolutely right. And the people that can benefit from this, which was the next part of the research, was 2 distinct areas really. But first was the neurodivergent individuals.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
especially helpful for those with ADHD. Or other neurodevelopmental differences.
Well, as you said earlier, anyone who's got any sort of executive function problem may well benefit from having someone alongside them or in the vicinity that might be able to kind of keep them on track. Because a lot of executive function difficulties, they're unconscious. It's like, I'm not even realising that I've lost my thread here and I've disappeared off in another direction here. And so, by definition, if something is troubling you that is unconscious, it's very difficult for you to get to the point where you can do something about it. Whereas someone else being around saying, "Oh, it looks like you've lost a bit of direction there," can be a helpful jolt.
It's just the way you approach it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But the second sector really was anyone else, or anyone facing challenges. Even those without neurodivergence can benefit from body doubling, especially to tackle tasks they find overwhelming, as already said, or dull, or they're procrastinating. I think we can all be very guilty of procrastinating from time to time.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the difference between body doubling, what we're defining as body doubling here, and kind of modelling. Because I think there is a distinction, if you're looking at someone in order to be able to improve at something.
Yeah.
So you watch the way that someone does something and you think, if I try and apply some of those principles, I'll probably get better at this thing, which is the same sort of thing, but it's if I suppose now I'm thinking about it, if that feels more as if that's about trying to broaden your experience and knowledge rather than do the things you have to do more effectively.
Yeah, that when you explained it, that was going through my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So examples of body doubling, which you did touch on first of all earlier on with your daughter. The first obviously in person, so working in the same room as someone else, or they're working on their own tasks, or directly with you.
Yeah.
Such as a study session with a mentor. The next one was virtual. The next one was virtual, so it's exactly the same, isn't it? Really. I'd imagine if they're working together, like your daughter and her friend, they may not be interacting greatly,
No.
and they may be working on something different. I don't know. I'm guessing
It's
here,
exactly what was happening. Yeah.
but it's just physically having someone in the room with you, which you can perhaps just pass the time of day with from time to time, or just have a little break.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's just the presence of other people. I can remember similarly when my children were going through, they must have been going through GCSEs or A levels or something. I remember also my two and my son's girlfriend, I came in one day and they're all sitting around the dining room table in quiet, revising, but they're all doing it together. It's like, so they're all doing something separate, but they're doing it together. And there's something about, going back to what you were saying before, something about the accountability of that.
Yeah.
You're kind of held in that space, aren't you? Because if you say, I'm going to go off and watch telly now, that feels more difficult than it would be if you were doing it on your own and just decided to do that. Because you feel, it's like the presenteeism that people suffer from in working in offices. I can't be seen to be the first person going home.
Yeah.
Which is a kind of destructive example of body doubling. But the principle is quite positive, which is that other people's industry or other people's ability to sustain whatever it is they're doing can help you in doing that for yourself.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think it is a good example. But the third one, so we've had in person and virtual. The third one was YouTube streams. Now, I've not looked at any of those. So there's virtual body doubling streams. I understand it provides sort of background music and check-ins and structures for work blocks. But I haven't. I was going to look at some, but I forgot. Couldn't be bothered.
I can remember one that my daughter used quite relatively recently, which was a video of, I don't know, it might have been AI. It may not have been. But it was effectively someone, you didn't see them, but you see the picture was of their desk and their papers on the desk, and they're writing, they're making notes or they're typing or whatever. And you can see out through their window into the street, and it's raining. So it's like you've got this kind of whole perspective of someone else's workspace while you're working. So you've got the stimulation of the sound of the rain.
Yeah.
And you've got the occasional sort of tap, tap, tap of someone else on their computer. So that's, exactly what you're talking about. It's effectively a virtual work buddy.
So what would you search virtual body doubling if in the search bar?
I don't know, probably something like that. I don't suppose it'd be that difficult to find.
No, I just wondered if you had a link that. I mean, you never post them on there.
Well, I might as well. I'll say that I'll find it and I'll post a link because we know that I won't. But I mean, you never know. One day I might.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
But it was I can remember looking at it and thinking, oh yeah, that's quite alluring. The only problem I would have with something like that, because it seemed to be a genuine street scene. I think it was in Japan or somewhere. And you could see kind of people walking along the road and cars and stuff. I found myself just fixated by watching the road. I wanted to see what's coming along next, what's going to happen next, which probably wouldn't be terribly helpful for keeping me on track with my work. But
it wouldn't.
I think that kind of speaks to a broader point here, which is there are so many different varieties of this sort of body doubling. You just have to find something that works specifically for you.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. I was just thinking as you were saying that about the street scene behind them in Japan. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched them on YouTube, but you can watch live street cams and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes in my virtual headset, I can go through. There's certain there's a certain not apps, but there's certain sites you can go to where they'll flick around in real time. And so suddenly you're watching a street in Tokyo, and then it's night time in Bali and this sort of thing. And I find it fascinating. Just thinking, I wonder if these people don't know that I can see them across the world. And
You're that's voyeurism on a grand scale, isn't it?
It is virtually, isn't it? Yeah.
You're like, it's Orwellian. You're like Big Brother.
Yeah, but I mean, I suppose other people might be watching. I don't know. You and I, if we walked down the street in Maidstone, I think there is one in Maidstone, live webcam.
I'll tell you what, if you're spending a lot of time watching the Maidstone live webcam, you want to have a look at your life.
You do want to look at your life, or just watch WWF SmackDown. It's very much the same.
Yeah, probably.
So that's it. Well, there's a few tips for effective body doubling.
Okay, good.
There's 4 little tips. Choose the right environment. Initially, so select a space that provides a positive and stimulating yet not distracting environment.
Yeah.
So I know when we're body doubling at work, effectively, we're going into a different room. It's quite tricky sometimes to do it when it is tempting to perhaps take over, especially if you've got time constraints.
Well,
that's the only thing I find with that.
I'm just thinking about that. I'm thinking, I suppose this is a form of body doubling, because I used to do this, and I used to find this quite helpful. It's like body doubling when the people around you don't know you're body doubling. So I used to go to a coffee shop and sit with my laptop and work in a coffee shop, just because I quite liked the presence of other people. I don't want anyone talking to me, as we know that.
Yeah, quite.
But if I've got strangers around me and there's a bit of a hubbub, and I can be sort of anonymous, but in a place that's different from my normal working environment, I think that has the same impact. And I can think of clients that I've worked with who certainly since lockdown have become, have felt very frustrated at staying inside all the time. And I would say to them, you go and find somewhere else to work. Go and sit in the library or go to a coffee shop, just 1 or 2 mornings a week. And I think that can really make a big difference to people. And that is essentially body doubling, isn't it?
It is really on a group scale, as we went back to again. Yeah. No, I've done exactly that. Walked along to the coffee shop along the the Costas along at Next.
Oh yeah,
just along the road there, and sat in there and worked on my laptop. And you do find it quite stimulating being elsewhere. Laptops suddenly gave us that freedom, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean that speaks to your point about choosing your environment, because the Costa at Next would not be one I'd choose, because it always seems to be incredibly busy.
Yeah, I tend to have gone when it hasn't been there. There are odd times.
When they're closed, you mean?
When they're closed, you force your way in. The rest of Next is open. The coffee shop's shut. But you can. I used to like that Cafe Nero on the corner where Challenger and Hicks was. Oh yeah,
because I could go upstairs there. Usually it was a Wednesday morning, and I'd go upstairs there, and usually I'd be the only person there, or there'd be 2 or 3 people there. Yeah. I mean, if I was the only person there, it sort of defeated the object of body doubling, really. But if there are a couple of people there, then that was good for me. But anyway, or upstairs in Pret, where we used to meet on a Wednesday.
Yeah, you virtually body doubled me in those days, then, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. We were body doubling one another, weren't we?
We were. Yeah. But I was because we'd go from there. I'd be running a meeting, wouldn't I? And it was early days when I was perhaps a little bit nervous about it and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I
always used to think you put too much honey on your porridge. Because they give you you'd have your porridge, wouldn't you? They give you that little pot of honey. And you used to put all of it in your porridge, didn't you?
You can't waste it, can you?
Yeah, but it's too sweet then, isn't it?
Well, not really, no. I was okay with it.
Mm.
Yeah, but
it disturbed me. I found it disturbing.
Yes, I didn't do much for your...
no, it was anti-body doubling for me.
Well, no, the opposite of that is... So, choosing the right environment.
Yeah.
Communicating your needs is the next one. So the body double should create a judgment-free space where you can discuss projects without shame, and that does come comes up a lot where I work. So it is, because people come in who've got themselves in a terrible pickle, and you can't, so you can't go around shaming them about it. You just, helping them through.
Yeah, I mean, if you're shaming them about it, you're not being much of a body double, are you?
You're not. You're not absolutely right. And sometimes it is just sitting people while they make phone calls.
Yeah, I mean, the kind of essence of being a body double, the suggestion in the title is you're being another version of that person, but with the skills to help them achieve what they want to do. So if you're kind of a little bit short of momentum or enthusiasm or motivation, then you're doubling that person so that you can provide those little aspects that they need.
Yeah. No, I agree. The last 2 points really were experiment with session lengths.
I think that's a good one, particularly for people with ADHD.
Yeah.
Because if you've got ADHD and you try and force yourself to, go for 2 hours straight or 3 hours straight working on something, that's often much less effective than trying to, break down your work into smaller sections. And I think having someone else there that almost kind of gives you permission to do that is quite helpful.
Yeah. I agree. And the last point was ensure that as a body double, it's a supportive issue. So you'd be encouraging and supportive, and not a source of pressure.
Yeah,
it is, you can't sit there looking over them, with a steely glaze over your eyes.
So saying, "Haven't you finished that yet?" Isn't very helpful. Is that what you're saying?
Huffing and looking at your watch. It's not going to help, is it? So that was it, really. But I found that quite an interesting bit of research.
Yeah, it's very good. I like that. It's very good.
So that's it, really. It's time to go on to our conundrum feature. Are you up to speed on that?
Yeah, I have actually. And I suppose this is, it's not really strictly related to body doubling, but it is a kind of an example of a connection with someone else that isn't quite as positive. Okay. So here it is. I don't think I've had this one before. A friend keeps using your streaming login, even though they haven't offered to contribute any money towards it. Do you take it up with them?
It's a tough one. Would I? I've been on the other side of that, where I use my daughter's Netflix code, but
that feels like a little bit. That feels a bit different.
Well, that used to be free, and then they suddenly decided you had to pay for it. So I make sure that I pay for that. So I find it. So from that point of view, I'm always happy to pay the extra cost they incur. But would I? I suppose if it was costing me money, I think perhaps you would.
So if you were paying for something, and on one occasion, you'd given someone your login because they want, and then they kept using it, but they never said, shall I make a contribution to this? It's a bit of a piss take, isn't it? It is.
It is a bit of a piss take, really. Yeah. I think
because if you wouldn't take it up with them, could you give me your streaming login?
No, I would take it. I think I'll try and do it from the outset to make sure that we were clear where we're going on that. But yeah, if they abused it, I would have to say, hang on, can I just have a word with you about this? Because
I think that's the key, isn't it? If you do set something like that up with someone, you should be clear from the outset what your expectation is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can borrow my login, but it's a one-off. Or you can borrow my login if you want to use it, though. If you're going to use it, continually, then perhaps you'd like to contribute.
Yeah.
So this is quite a good example of setting out expectations and boundaries from the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely, it is.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it just reminded me on that, we had someone come into the rehab and they brought their Fire Stick with them, so they could plug, watch a few bits and pieces on the tellies there. And they lent it to someone else, and they started ordering some films and that off of it. So you could rent a film for the night, can't you?
So then what happened?
Well, there was conflict.
How was it resolved then? Because that is an exact replica of exactly what we're talking about. How was it resolved in the end?
It was resolved, but I think they come to some sort of financial arrangement on that.
Okay.
But the Fire Stick wasn't lent out anymore, so that was a shame.
But that's it, though, isn't it? It's like if there is clarity from the outset, it's less likely to end in conflict.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as they weren't sort of ordering pornographic films.
No, luckily not, I think.
Oh dear.
So that's it, really. Yeah. So a good little conundrum, that one.
Very nice. Good.
So gratitude lists.
Well, I was thinking about this while I was having a wee, because I realised that I hadn't thought of anything this week. So I thought what I'd have. Oh, excuse me. I feel grateful for another autumn. we've spoken about this before. When you reach a new season, you reach Christmas or a birthday or your kids' birthdays, and you get to our time of life, you think, oh, that's quite nice. I managed to get around to another one.
Yeah.
And I feel I really love autumn as a season, not least because of the colours and walking. I spend a lot of time walking in amongst trees and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just is so uplifting, the colours, particularly at the moment because it's not wet.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
So I felt very grateful for the changing season.
The seasons, which in the UK here we are quite privileged with that. Aren't we? We get four distinct seasons.
Yeah, I'm not keen on the big piles of leaves that you have to tread with trepidation through.
No,
in case there's some dog poo in there.
Yeah, and
not everyone's as responsible for their animals as I am.
No, they're not. No,
she's disappointing. But anyway, let's not.
Perhaps they should have little QR codes on the trees you can scan, and a one of those little doggy bags comes out, and a little blue bag.
The problem is people. It's not the bags that's the problem. It's people being too bone idle to pick up their dog's poo.
Yeah,
and sometimes they'll pick it up, put it in a bag, and they just drop it in the street.
Yeah,
I mean, I've even seen bags dropped by a bin.
Yeah. Well,
what the hell's going on there?
It's just bizarre, isn't it? That sort of behaviour, laziness.
I'm angry now. Right. I don't feel grateful anymore.
No, you don't know, but autumn's still good. Remember that.
Autumn's still good. Yeah.
Think of the colours.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at the changing colours on that tree outside, and it's fantastic.
You need someone to body double you through your issue here, don't you?
Yeah, Barbara Woodhouse.
Barbara. There's a name to conjure.
Show me age.
With. Yeah, you are. On my gratitude list, well, it's a little bit strange, but I was grateful for being fed crisps by my grandson Edward.
Oh,
okay. So he comes.
What flavour?
They were already salted, which is my favourite.
Interesting. Okay.
So he come and sat on my lap, and he had an open packet of crisps, and we watch it. He wanted to watch a bit of Bluey. I don't know if you want Bluey. Yeah, want a bit of Bluey. So we watched a bit of Bluey, and he'd take.
You were watching a Bluey.
Well,
with your grandson. I'm not sure that's strictly.
Well, I downloaded it off my mate's Fire Stick.
Anyway, you were watching some Bluey. Yeah.
So he would
cartoon, right?
Which is a cartoon. And he, so he'd had a pack of crisps, and he was sitting on my lap, and we were watching it, and he'd take one himself and then feed one to me.
Oh, that's sweet.
Which I thought was a very bonding thing. He's only 2, bless him.
Yeah.
It's very sweet and sharing.
I'm surprised William didn't come up and shake them over his head.
He did. Well, I think he did try and get involved, but he had his own packet, and he was a little bit engrossed in Bluey, which he is for about 5 minutes, and that's it. He's off. Yeah,
I can imagine that is nice. That's very nice, being fed crisps by your grandson.
Yeah, they probably have to do it compulsorily a few years down the line.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's what happens, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Very nice. Very good.
Okay, right, we're going to go on to the lyric challenge then.
Okay, yeah, I struggled a bit last time, didn't I?
Well, I think I did.
I did okay. But
you did okay.
I've got to remember to leave a gap, which probably won't be difficult because I'll be thinking. But anyway. Yeah.
Okay, so just to remind you, so there's 4 questions.
Yeah. And the last one's a bonanza question, isn't it?
The first 3 are 2-pointers.
Yeah.
So you can get 6 points, and the last one is a 4-pointer, so you can get to the lovely round 10.
What did I get last time? 4, I seem to remember. I might have got 6. Maybe I got 6 with some help. We'll say I got 4. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So the first one is, so the lyric is, make one man weep and another man sing.
Oh, I know this. It's really hard, isn't it, with lyrics out of context?
Yeah.
Make one man weep and another man sing. Can you give me any clue?
I know. I think it's quite. It reached a bit of prominence, the actual track, in a film. I think it was in Back to the Future.
It's Huey Lewis and the News.
It is.
And
what's the name of the track for the second point?
I keep wondering. Was it The Power of Love?
It is. Yeah. So you got yourself 2 points there.
Lovely job. I think I gave enough of a gap there, didn't I?
I think you did.
Yeah.
I think you did. The second lyric is 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire.
Okay. So this is the Beatles.
It is, yeah.
But which song is it? It's on Sergeant Pepper's, isn't it?
I don't think it is. Is it? Yeah, it is on Sergeant Pepper. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, is it? I can't remember which song it is.
Yeah, because of the track title, I don't think it's in the lyrics at all.
Is it? Is it Eleanor Rigby?
It's not. No.
Is it? Right, you have to accept my first answer, don't you?
I think so.
Oh,
what?
So. Which song is it? Go on, which is it?
A Day in the Life.
Oh, bloody hell!
Well, you got a point. So don't.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about number ones earlier on.
Yeah.
For number one in the Chinese toilet. This lyric is, "I'm going to be your number one." So I've sort of thrown you off your thought process of where this would normally go to make me think about urination.
I'm going to be your number one. Yeah, I know this as well. You have to can you give me a little clue? It's very difficult. The out of context thing. I know it. I'm going to be your number one. I'm going to be. Is there any clue you can give me?
It was a group that was best known for the lead singer, the female lead singer.
Oh, is it Blondie?
Yes.
I'm going to be your number one. I can't remember which Blondie song it is. It's not Hanging on the Telephone. I'm sure of that.
No. Is that your first answer?
No, it's not. I'm just saying that's definitely what it isn't.
Okay.
I've got a point, haven't I, for Blondie?
You have, yeah.
I can't remember. What is it?
Tide is High.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I think I'd probably have waited for quite a long time before that had come to me.
Well, it come in, yeah.
Tide is high and I'm moving on.
That's the one.
I'm gonna be your number one.
Nicely. No, I like your version. Very good.
Thanks. Yeah, I might release it. So what have I got now? I've got 4, haven't I?
You got 4 points. So
anything I get here, I'm going to beat my best.
It gets a bit more difficult, the 4 points.
Great. Thanks.
The lyric is, "She's all dressed up for glamour and rock and roll."
This is not ringing a bell.
It didn't with me when I was researching it.
Great. And so you thought that'd be a great one to pick.
Yeah.
So is it a band? Do you think I like them?
No.
Great. So it's not a band I like. It's not a lyric I recognise.
No.
It's not a band you like either.
No. It's a boy band.
I'll go with, I'm going to guess then. Is everybody ready? All the listeners, have you got your answers? Yeah. Because loads of people are going to know this one, aren't they?
I don't know.
Is it, I'll go One Direction.
No.
Bollocks.
It's Westlife.
Oh, crikey. Oh, I'd have been embarrassed to have known that, to be honest.
Well, it's Westlife.
I don't know any Westlife songs, so.
No, it's Westlife, When You're Looking Like That.
I mean, I don't even recognise the title.
No, so the 4 pointers can be a bit testing, can't they?
Yeah, well, I've got 4 points again, then, haven't I?
Yeah, you have. I
wonder if any listeners beat me. I bet they did.
I like your consistency. Probably we'll wait for the feedback.
Yeah, if anybody's finding this quiz too easy, then let us know.
Let us know.
Not that we want to make it any harder, because it's affecting my self-confidence. This section. I think my self-esteem is dipping as a result of it.
Is it? You need a therapist to help you through this, don't you?
No, I suppose it's good to be stretched, isn't it? I might spend the next couple of weeks just reading song lyrics.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the way you're picking bands that aren't, necessarily in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, and I think it's
Westlife's a bit of a piss take, though, isn't it?
It's a bit more recent. If Westlife is busy, because Huey Lewis and the News and Blondie both sort of 80s.
Yeah.
And the Beatles 60s, or were actually probably early, late 60s.
Yeah, that would have been late 60s, wouldn't it?
So it's more in our era.
Yeah.
Westlife is a bit more outside.
A bit more shit.
Bit more shit. Yeah. But some people love them.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, that's right. And life is a rich tapestry.
Roller coaster.
Yeah. No, hang on. Who's that?
Oh no, that was Ronan Keating.
That's it, Ronan Keating. Was he in Westlife, or was he in the other one? He was in Boyzone, was he?
I don't know, mate.
People all the same, aren't they? I know he's on the One show anyway now, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
I think so.
We're showing our age. We've got no grasp about all these boy band business.
I don't understand popular music.
Right, we'll wrap it up then, shall we?
Yeah. All right then. Okay. See you next time.
Go and put some Westlife on.
Yeah. I'll be doing that. All right.
Okay, mate. Bye.
Laters. Bye. Sideways was created by Graham Landy and Martin Pankhurst. If you want to read more about our work or sort through the extensive archive of past episodes, just visit grahamlandy-wellbeing.co.uk/sideways-podcast. You can follow us on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram at Sideways Podcast, and you can email us if you have a question or if there's something you'd like us to cover. But most of all, we want to tell you how grateful we are that you come and listen, and we ask that if you've enjoyed what you've heard, that you spread the word. And we'll see you next week.